Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been so long and I'm not gonna even bother giving you excuses because there is no excuse. I've just been busy. I guess I just made an excuse, didn't I? But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I have been slacking on this channel. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get onto it. I've given myself a goal. We're gonna stick to it. We're gonna make sure that it's done. I'm so tired of myself, so I can only imagine you guys. Yeah, welcome back. This video is basically going to be talking about confidence first of all, as well as an update about my eczema. So I know it's been 2 years since I made my first video talking about my eczema and my testimony and all that stuff, and I just thought it would be good to sort of come back, reflect on the last few years, and just talk about, I guess, being able to develop my confidence while having eczema all these years and how it's kind of affected me in my adult life. But yeah, if you're interested, carry on watching. I need to stop dancing. For those who don't know, I have eczema, and I've had eczema for the majority of my life since I was 3, and I'm now 25 now. I'm 25 now. Yes, it was my birthday. Anyway, I digress. So I'm 25 now and I've had it since I was 3 years old. But yeah, this is my eczema now. Seen it? Y'all seen it? This is my eczema now. It's on my wrists, it's on my hands. Compared to the video, it's quite similar. It has gone through sort of ups and downs. It's gone really bad because I've had, like, you know, either reactions to stuff or the time of the year it is. It could be really bad, and sometimes it's got really good. At the moment now, it's just sort of, I guess, normal. You know, it's summer-ish in the UK, but it's still not as cold as the other months, so it has gone a little bit better, but not as bad as it is in the winter. And that's with my eczema, and as you can see, it's still there. I got a few questions about how I've managed to sort of deal with it in my adult life, and I thought it would be good to kind of talk about it, because I know in my testimony I did touch a lot about how it affected me when I was younger, but not how much it kind of affected me now. If you've watched the video already, you kind of know that you would know that I'm a Christian. Being a Christian, when I did get saved, a lot of confidence, and I guess confidence in God and in myself came along with being saved and having a close relationship with God. So I managed to kind of pick up myself up that way. But as you know, you still have to kind of continue your normal life. So things around you don't really stop because you're saved, you know. So things kind of kept on happening. So the stairs, yes, that still happens. I still get stared at. People still stare. I'll have my hands on the railings like this, and there'll be somebody, you know, sitting down just looking and staring, and I'm looking at them staring at my hands, and I'm just like, yeah, it's not gonna grab you, you're not gonna catch it, don't need to stare. Like, I think it's really rude, like, I think it's but I just take it as curiosity rather than rudeness. That's my next point in terms of perception. So in terms of confidence and being confident, and me developing confidence in having eczema in my adulthood, I've just decided to perceive things differently. First of all, being that I chose not to care. I decided not to care. I decided not to care what people thought about me in terms of my eczema, because it's not going anywhere. It is what it is. So I know it's not contagious. Other people, they may not know, but I know it's not contagious, so it's absolutely fine. Because I know who I am, I know what it is, I know the God I serve, and I know me, do you know what I mean? So there's no need for me to feel upset because either someone's looking at it differently or someone looks at it in disgust. I don't have to feel that way because I genuinely do not care. Because once I took myself out of my mind and like, you know, everyone cares about my hands and everyone then I was able to sort of come to the conclusion that no, people may not care, and I shouldn't care either. I shouldn't care about people's opinions of me, because that doesn't mold or shape me. God molds and shapes me. I'm able to define who I am. Do you know what I mean? And I feel that a lot of people in this society, in this world, especially in the world of social media, and people living for likes and living for glory and living for like recognition, they get into the realm of people's opinions and people's perceptions of them, and that's how you go down a hole of self-destruction. Blessing, speak English. That's when you go down a hole of self-destruction. That's how you go down a hole of self-destruction, by caring what people think of you and basically determining your self-worth on people's opinions. So that's one of the major things that I've taken on in terms of making sure that I sort of develop my confidence in myself and not let things like a skin condition stop me from living life, from enjoying life, from being happy, from living joyfully and just being content and happy. I didn't want my eczema to stop that. Just make a decision not to care about other people's opinions, and I think that kind of transits into everything, in your dreams, in your ambitions, in anything you want to do, in how you want to style your hair, how you want to dress, the shoes you decide to wear, the food you decide to eat, the people you decide to hang out with. It has nothing to do with anyone else but you, and making that conscious decision not to care about people's opinions. In terms of relationships now, so I know I mentioned in the first video that I was very worried when I was younger about how men, or boys back then, but how men will perceive my eczema, and who is going to love me having eczema, and how is my proposal pictures going to look like. I had so many worries and concerns over things that hasn't even happened yet, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Yes, I still think about these things. I think it's more vanity than anything else, to be honest. Like I do think about, oh, if I get proposed to and they have like a camera shot of my ring, how would that really look? Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I can see it as something beautiful. I see my hands as a true reflection of who I am, like, and what I've been through and how I've come out of it. Even I see it as battle scars, and I know that sounds crazy because it's eczema, but I do see it as battle scars. When I look at my eczema and I see it and I look at it, and sometimes I'm like, it's like this now, but if you had seen how I looked when I was 10 years old, not even 10, when I was about 5 or 6 years old, I can only thank God for just having this. Because when I say I was covered in eczema, like, this in itself is a miracle. It's a miracle every single day for me to just say that I only have it on my hands. To some people this is a lot. To me, this is absolutely nothing compared to what I've been through, and I see it as something beautiful. I see it as something that I've grown, I've developed, I've gone through so much with it, but I'm here now. So I hope and believe and trust that whoever I'm going to be with will also see it that way as well. See it as something beautiful rather than something ugly and negative. Something beautiful, and it's part of who I am. It's part of what makes me blessing, and they're gonna have to love it. And I see this as battle scars. So if I think about relationships and how I'm gonna get proposed to, I don't even have a man out here. I don't even have a boyfriend, but I'm still thinking about this stuff. It's crazy. But yeah, if I start thinking about this stuff, I need to view it like, again, perception, how you see things. I need to see it as something beautiful. It's not something ugly. It's not something that needs to be explained or anything. See it as something beautiful. Like, the man that will marry me by God's grace, and the man that will marry me would have accepted me for those flaws, or the flaws that I feel that I have, would have accepted my eczema. So why does it matter what people think of me? Again, it's talking about how people perceive you. It's about your Instagram likes, or how people may view it. Yeah, it may not be a pretty picture, but it's a beautiful one to me and to the person I'm about to marry. And it's just a perfect image of the things that I've gone through. And I know I'm talking like it's extra deep, and sometimes it's not as deep as I make it out to be, but sometimes it is, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to remind you guys about confidence and perception, and making sure that you are seeing yourself the way God sees you. You take your idea of beauty out, and I guess take a minute to just take in exactly who you are, and who you are as God's child, and as God's daughter or God's son, whoever's watching this. Take in who you are. I just urge you guys to be free. Like, live your life. It's part of who you are. Like, don't care what people think about you. I don't care. I really don't. Like, I just see it as such a slap in the face, or an insult to God, to say that I'm ugly, or to say that, you know, God, why did you make me like this? You're living, you're breathing, you still have breath in you, you still have all your limbs, you're not blind, you can hear, you can eat. Like, there is so much that you need to be thankful for than having a skin condition or having some sort of physical flaw that's not acceptable, like that is not beautiful in the eyes of the world. There is so much to you. It's part of me, it's who I am, and I've had to realize that I've had to accept my eczema. And it's a bit crazy because I know a lot of people be like, no, you need to reject it, it's going to go in Jesus' name. But at the same time, it's here, and it's either I mope about it and be really upset about it and let that affect my self-esteem, or I accept it and move on with life. And I've chosen the latter. I've accepted it, and I realize that whoever is going to be with me is going to have to accept that as well. But yeah, I just urge anyone out there to be confident in yourself, be who God has created you to be, and live free. Do that, live that, breathe that. But yeah, like I was saying, hopefully this all made sense and I expressed my heart to you, because I babbled on for quite a while. Yeah, so hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, my edges are disgraceful, but I'm holding it down till next week. But just ignore my edges, ignore the pimple in the middle of my forehead. Ladies, you know why that's there, just ignore it. I'm too hot. I've had way too much sugar. Let's start this again.
Damn, I literally, wow.
I know.
No, I did not open that door. I did not open that door.
So it was a ghost.
No, I was creeping. I was like, it's time recording, because the light was different from the room outside.
Oh, you look nice. Thanks.
So you look nice though.
Thanks.
Sorry, so we stop. I think we like basically ruined the video for you. Yeah. But honestly, carry on, keep doing your thing, girl. Yeah, girl.
My voice is. Hi guys. Guys, it's been a while. Okay, we're gonna start this again.